If you're hunting for the ultimate motorcycle security and stumbled upon the Xena XX10 alarm disc lock, you're in the right spot. But beware, there's more below the surface than meets the eye. I'll show you what this lock promises, where it actually shines, and the issues that might just make you think twice before hitting buy. But here's what surprised me. This lock isn't just a security device. It's more like a noisy alarm system fused with a hefty chunk of steel. However, despite its killer features, many users are feeling mixed, uncovering some glaring drawbacks hidden behind that piercing 120 decibel siren. Before you drop your hard-earned cash, let's break down this lock and figure out if it's really up to the task. Now, who exactly is the Xena XX10 for? If you're a motorcycle owner who fears the heartache of theft, or a commuter who parks on busy city streets where your bike might be a sitting duck, then this review is for you. This lock boasts a blend of ultra-high security and active alarm features that should, in theory, keep your pride and joy right where you left it. But does it really deliver the fortress-level protection it promises? Let's dive deep. First, the solid stuff, the build. The XX10 features a 10 carbide-reinforced steel pin, making it seriously tough to chop through. This pin isn't your average lock pin. It's double locking to ward off sneaky tampering. The lock is housed in a monoblock, meaning the entire body is crafted from a single piece of high-grade steel, making it ultra-strong against brute force attacks. Plus, the lock barrel is freeze spray resistant. For those who don't know, some thieves use freezing sprays to make key barrels brittle and easier to pick. So, this means the lock steps up its game to resist freezing and picking, a solid bonus for the safety-conscious biker. But strength alone doesn't cut it. Enter the alarm system, the real party stopper. What sets the Xena XX10 apart is its 120 decibel alarm, loud enough to wake the neighborhood or scare off potential thieves mid-break-in. It packs dual shock and motion sensors, auto-arms itself without any manual on-off switch, so you don't even have to think about it, and resets to armed mode just 15 seconds after activation. It's powered by a single CR23V lithium battery included in the package alongside 3 keys and a neat lock tool etched with your unique key code. The scenario: someone tries tampering and boom, ear-shredding noise hits. At least that's the promise. Sounds perfect, right? Well, not entirely. What didn't show up in the fancy feature list but did in user reviews, a combo of many enthusiasts and everyday riders, is that the Xena XX10 has some quirks and limitations that could be deal-breakers. Here's where it gets interesting. Despite an Amazon rating of 4.2 stars, which sounds promising, some users report false alarms triggered by the slightest vibrations, like a heavy truck rumbling past or even rough handling during transport. Imagine being in a parking garage or a rest stop and having that 120 decibel alarm scream for no reason. It's not just annoying, it can get you branded as the noisy neighbor fast. One biker joked, half serious, that the alarm was more effective at disturbing the peace than deterring thieves. And the weight, clocking in at 616 grams, is not exactly featherlight. For riders who prefer minimal bulk, lugging around a lock that feels like a small brick can be a chore. It's a trade-off, hefty for security but heavier on portability. This might be less of an issue if your bike stays parked most of the day, but for everyday city commuters hopping on and off, it's a consideration that some buyers might overlook initially. Another point of friction: the auto-arm system, while convenient, sometimes resets unexpectedly, leading to stressful surprises. Picture this: you park and walk away, feeling safe because you trust the auto-arming feature, only to have that blaring siren kick in while you're steps away grabbing coffee. Trust me, it's not the kind of alarm clock you want. So, handling and placement need care to avoid the false triggers. Otherwise, you risk turning your protective lock into a headache inducer. Let's reevaluate. Why are users still raving about it? The lock's pick-resistant key barrel and freeze spray resistance are features that help it stand out in a crowded market. Many cheaper disc locks fall victim to picking or freezing attacks, so Xena takes steps to prevent that. And when things are quiet, the peace of mind knowing your disc lock will loudly protest a potential theft attempt is invaluable. Riders who have had close calls appreciate the audible alarm as an added layer beyond just physical security. Some reviews noted how the alarm woke the cafe next door when a thief tried to tamper with their bike. Proof the volume isn't just for show. Still, for all its bells and whistles, Xena's smart design choice of a self-contained alarm module that's removable adds versatility. Want to take the alarm off for quiet storage or transport? You can, leaving a barebones but still solid lock behind. It's thoughtful for riders who might want quieter times, say, at home. Now, here's a joke to lighten the tone. Why don't motorcycles need locks? Because the thieves couldn't catch them. They're always too tired. But seriously, the Xena XX10 ensures you're not just relying on speed for security. If you're someone who likes gadgets and seeks maximum theft deterrence with a combo of physical and audible security, Xena's alarm disc lock delivers a compelling package. However, for minimalist riders or those parking in vibration-prone areas, the false alarm and weight could quickly turn this into a frustrating investment. I asked myself, if I owned a cafe or a shop where theft was a chronic problem, would I recommend the XX10? Probably yes, because the piercing alarm has real teeth when it comes to scaring away opportunists. But for daily park-and-go riders who want a quiet and lightweight experience, maybe this is an overkill that boomerangs back as trouble. Before you rush off, here's another curiosity hook. Did you know that Xena XX10's alarm resets automatically, meaning no on-off switch jams or lost keys to fiddle with in stressful moments? That's a silent win, ironically, for those who hate fumbling in the dark or in a hurry, preventing you from riding off forgetting to lock up properly. To wrap it up, the Xena XX10 alarm disc lock is a double-edged sword. A robust, highly secure disc lock with an insane piercing alarm and smart self-arm tech. But it demands attention to placement and handling to avoid false triggers and to stay user-friendly. It's not perfect, but for many motorcyclists, it strikes a solid balance between physical and audible protection. Here's a final joke before we lock this down. Why did the motorbike get a lock with an alarm? Because it was tired of being too tired without security. Now that you're armed with the full picture, you can decide if the XX10 fits your security style. If you want to grab the Xena XX10 alarm disc lock and ensure your bike is as safe as possible, check out the best price link in the description below. It comes with the lock, 3 keys, a handy lock tool etched with your unique code, plus a CR2 lithium battery right out of the box. Everything you need to amp up your bike's defense. In conclusion, don't buy this lock blindly, but don't overlook it either. It's a workhorse of security that can truly protect your motorbike when used right. Keep the weight, noise, and false alarm considerations in mind, and this could be your bike's best bodyguard. Thanks for watching and ride safe.